no fighting.
I walked out of the smashing machine wanting to do nothing but come on here and completely lose it. But I can't. You see, I'm not too familiar with Mark Kerr or the fighting scene in general, so I can't actively be offended, but I need to know, why do these biopics keep getting good reviews? Bohemian Rhapsody showed us if you take somebody famous and make them into a dick, automatically compelling, never mind what really happened or it's even fun to watch, as this Dwayne Johnson-led fuck-up doesn't seem to be either of those. I mean, it's definitely not fun. I can't speak for how truthful it is. I do find a lot of it doubtful, but I'll just get right to it. Opposed to a movie about fighting in the ring, it's about Kerr fighting with his girlfriend.
Is this a joke?
And by fighting, I mean treating her bad for no justifiable reason. He's just an asshole. I say the first half hour of the movie is just hyping up how great he is, mainly his words, until losing his first match, and not taking it too well. Emily Blunt plays Dawn Staples, the portrayal I really hope is not that accurate. Despite how awful Kerr's behavior is, she keeps trying to make it work, and the outcome is, you really don't like either of them. Mark spends most of the movie crying, complaining about everything along with other awful things because of one loss. That's the extent of his personality. Yeah, there is a drug addiction subplot which is not portrayed correctly, that I do know. But opposed to giving us anything real, he's just a pathetic idiot. Imagine if it wasn't a biopic, you'd really be confused. And I just don't see the issue with taking the person in question and showing us both sides. Like with the recent Bob Dylan biopic, A Complete Unknown, or Rocket Man, they didn't make these legendary figures perfect, they showed off their dark sides very effectively, but by the end, you didn't hate them either. There's nothing positive about him in this movie. He loses one fight and becomes a fucking toddler. And the way Dawn is portrayed is equally confusing. If you're gonna have a character stay in a bad relationship, constantly being treated like shit, present a reason. She practically has no personality to speak of, so all I can say is, why should I feel bad? It's the common he won't let her in scenario, seems to like his friends more, or just plain doesn't like her at all. That's really how it sounds. If somebody told me my boyfriend complains about me on the phone to his friends within hearing range, which he does do in this movie, I'd say, drop the fucker. Maybe it's his huge muscles. Again, if it really went down this way, fill me in, I'd love to know. But even if this all was completely accurate, the arguments don't even sound real. They start for stupid reasons, Mark is insufferable, refuses to give her any leeway, and it's just not realistic. There's literally a point in the movie when she says fuck you, packs her bags, and leaves, only to be there again a while later, as if it never happened. Like no mention of it. And if you can believe this, another fight immediately, as in fight I mean between them, not the fighting you came to see, that's an afterthought. I will say I like the early bits of the movie, a nice old-time look, but then it doesn't show us his first cage match. For no reason. It just doesn't.
Why?
The focus is the Pride Fighting Championship in Tokyo. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about that, but it doesn't matter, as despite the emphasis put on his transformation for this movie, I don't even think the fighting is that good. It's okay, but short-lived. I can excuse there not being much fighting in the movie. Rocky had like 2 per film. It's just a lack of emphasis. If you know how the matches played out in real life, you know the ending, that's not changed, but we do get some disturbing text reminding us that they got married. If you saw the movie the way the last argument ended, you should be concerned. I'm honestly not kidding. If I thought the movie wasn't embellished, that would be a disturbing thought. Because while not physically abusive, he portrays a complete nut. It's an anticlimactic finale too, but at least the parts were real, so I can't complain there. But do keep in mind, the movie just exceeds 2 hours. You even get scenes that are fucking pointless, like this theme park bit, to watch him lose it again almost, for no good reason. And please, if anybody knows, tell me, does he really refuse to get on a spinning ride but then go on a Ferris wheel. I'm going to assume it did. It must be in the documentary, because why even do this? Why put this in the movie? It's just weird. The final insult, the song My Way playing while he trains, I think. It's the whole song too. If you're moved by it, you're simply not all there. Because whatever the intention was for this movie, I don't think it came through. If it did, then what even is a biopic? I may not be informed on this, but I've seen plenty of these movies that throw shit in that simply didn't happen. And the funniest part is, the outcome is a less interesting movie. If it was accurate, that makes even less sense. Why glorify someone like this? At least biopic Freddie Mercury realized he was a dick and apologized. But this is a man you want to see fail. Oddly enough, for my review of that movie, somebody left a stupid comment. If you don't have something nice to say, don't say it. That contradicts the review process. But the thing is, that kind of rings true here. There's no twisting this. No matter what's true and what isn't, it doesn't work. It shouldn't exist. I admit it as Dwayne Johnson going out of his action movie comfort zone, so I guess some credit there. And the acting is all around good. But what does that mean if the narrative sucks? The answer is, not all that much. Quit acting like it does. And the craziest thing is, I hardly even talked about fighting. You know, in the ring. The thing depicted on the cover. And the reason is, it's not the main focus. So let me know what you thought about the smashing machine down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please share it, hit the like button, consider subscribing. And I'm not just saying it for caution. If you don't hit the bell, you probably won't see any more of my videos. Recommendations, that's gone. I'm the analyst, and remember kids, if somebody doesn't have good qualities, don't make a movie about him. And don't make shit up.